Good afternoon, contact class of 2020 for secondary mathematics module 2, DS-MAT22 and DE-MAT22. My name is Harrison Kampungu. My mobile number is provided there on the screen, as well as my email address where you can contact me. You can either use the mobile or send an email, is fine. Welcome to Mathematics Module 2. I wish you all to be hardworking, dedicated, and self-driven students in this course. This presentation covers the subject content in brief and some general guidelines that I want everyone to keep in mind when preparing for the April-May 2020 examination. We'll basically look at simplifying, factorizing, trigonometry and geometry, vectors, measures of central tendency, then we look at probabilities. Simplifying. Basically, when you're asked to simplify a certain expression, you're just basically asked to put it in its easiest form or summarized form. For instance, what we have there, we are asked to simplify the following expressions as y to the power 2 minus n times y to the power n minus 2, the whole of the power 2. Here you are also required to make use of the things we've already covered in the previous module on indices. This is 2 to the power 2. So you collect here, you open the brackets. 2 to the power 2 times 2 gives you 4, minus 2 times 2 gives you minus 2n. Multiply that by, that 2 you multiply by everything under the brackets, the exponents, it will be 2n minus 4. The base are the same, and you are doing multiplication. What to do with the indices? You add them. So you have y to the power 4 minus 2n plus 2n minus 4. Then you collect the like terms. You have y to the power 4 minus 4 plus 2n minus 2n. 4 minus 4 is 0. 2n minus 2n is 0. So y to the power 0. That's how you got the answer there, y to the power 0. B, you are asked to simplify that. 3 to the power 3 times 3 to the power negative 2 times 9 to the power negative 4, 27 to the power 6. Remember again the law of indices, you make the base to be the same. You have 3 to the power 3 into 3 to the power negative 2. Now that's 9. What's the square root of 9? It gives you 3. 3 to the power 2 will give you 9 to the power negative 4. Then 27 to the power 6. That 27, how do you get that one now? Square root of 27 will give you 3 to the power 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. So 3 to the power 3, the whole of it to the power 6. Now you have all the bases the same, is 3, 3, 3, 3. Then here, still have 3 to the power 3 and 3 to the power negative 2. But here now is 3 to the power 2, the whole of it to the power negative 4. You have to multiply this. So 2 times negative 4 gives you negative 8, which is 3 to the power negative 8, into 3 times 6 gives you 18, 3 to the power 18. Here you are multiplying. What do you do with the exponents or the indices? You add them. So you have 3 to the power 3. 3 plus negative 2 is just minus 2, and minus 8, then plus 18. To make it easy, collect the multiplication as well as the ones you are adding as well as the ones subtracting. You have 3 plus 18 minus 2 minus 8. 3 plus 18 gives you 21. Then 21 minus 2, that one you can punch on your calculator. You have 3 plus 18 gives you 21. 21 minus 2, then minus 8. It will give you 11. So the final answer will be 3 to the power 11. That's how we got the 3 to the power 11. This you can see on your screen. That's how to simplify. Make sure that the base is the same. Then you apply the rule of indices. Let's look at should be factorize. Factorize the following expressions. Factorize, you remember from the previous module, module 1, we are just breaking down into smaller factors or smaller numbers. Factorize the following expressions. You have a 4x to the power 2 plus 12x plus 9. Remember the rule? First, we have to find the product of AC. The product of AC. Your A is there, your B is there, then the C is there. Basically, we are doing 4 times 9. What's 4 times 9? Gives you 20. Let's quickly do that. 4 times 9 gives you 36. What are the factors or the products? The factors of 36, it will be either 1 times 36, that will give you 36. Then you take 36 divided by 2, that's 18. 2 by 18. How about 36 divided by 3? Give you also 3 by 12. How about 36 divided by 4? Gives you 9. 4 by 9 also. How about 36 divided by 5? That can't work. 36 divided by 6. That's 6. Otherwise 6 by 6. How about 36 divided by 7? Cannot. 36 divided by 8. Cannot. 36 divided by 9. Yes, 4 and 9, which are already there. So these are the factors of 36. Now, which two factors of this, when you add them or subtract them, gives you B? B is 12. Which one's here? How about 6 and 6? Because 4 times 9 is 36, positive 36. 6 plus 6 will give us 12. Then here, basically now, you look at the 6. You have 4x squared plus 6x plus 6x plus 9. You are factorizing. What's common here? You can divide by 2. If you are dividing by 2, that's now 2x, open brackets. 4x divided by 2x will give you 2x. 6x divided by 2x will give you 3, which is now plus 3. Then you also have here, what's here common there? You can divide both of them by 3. So that will be plus 3, open brackets, have 2x plus 3. Now you collect the ones that are outside the brackets, the ones in the brackets. You have 2x plus 3 and 2x plus 3. Those are the answers. That's how to factorize. That's why now on the board there we have 2x plus 3, then 2x plus 3. That's how to factorize. B, we are given 8x squared minus 10x plus 3. The first step, find the product. 8 times 3 gives you what? Gives you 24. You can punch that in your calculator. 8 plus times 3 is 24. Now you find the factors of 24. 1 times 24. Otherwise 2 times 12. Then 24 divided by 3, that is 3 and 8. 24 divided by 4, 4 and a 6. How about 24 divided by 5? It can't work. 24 by 6, which you already have there. So these are the products. These are the factors of 24. Which of these, when you add or subtract, they'll give you negative 10. Gives you negative 10 when you add them. But when you multiply them, should give you positive 24. How about 4 and 6? That's 10. But 4 times 6 gives you positive 24. 4 plus 6 is positive 10, but supposed to be negative 10. What should you do? If you add, then they'll give you negative 10. Unless both of them should be negative. Negative 4 minus 6 will give you minus 10. Negative 4 times negative 6 will give you positive 24. So our two numbers here then should be negative 4 and negative 6. So we have 8x squared minus 6x minus 4x plus 3. That's what we are factorizing. What's common here? You can divide both of them by 2. Like 8 divided by 2, then that divided by 2. So by 2x. 8x divided by 2x, you have 4x left. Then minus 6x divided by 2x, you have 3. And here, what's common there? Basically, only 1. You say plus 1. But this is negative. So say minus 1. Minus 1, that one, because nothing is common there. Basically, just minus 1 is common. Negative 1, negative 4 divided by negative 1 to give you 4x. 3 divided by negative 1 to give you negative 3. So the final answer now will be 2x minus 1 and 4x minus 3. That's why you see there on the board we have 2x minus 1 and 4x minus 3. That's how you got that. So the steps is first find the product of AC, then you find the factors of AC, which when you add or subtract gives you B. That's how to factorize. We move to trigonometry and geometry. Given quadrilateral ABCD, angle BAD, which is BAD, is equal to ADC, which is ADC, which is 90 degrees. Basically saying this angle and this angle are the same, 90 degrees each. E is a point on DC, which is E is just a point on DC. Angle BCE is 40, and AE is parallel to BC. AE is parallel to BC. These two are parallel. Now the question is find angles P, Q, and R. But we know that these two are parallel. Therefore, angles that are in the parallel lines, or angles of two parallels or tangents to DC here, which means these two are the same. That's why now you see, first find the easiest one, R. R should be 40. Because those are angles within the parallel areas or parallel section. Then how do you find P? We know already that R is 40. This one is 90. Angles, the summation of angles within the triangle is supposed to be 180. So it's going to be 180 minus 90 minus 40, which will give you 50. So P is 50. That's how we got 50. Then how about Q? Q is there. How did you get the 140? This is a straight line here. So the angles of a straight line supposed to be 180. So here what you do, here we're already given is 40. Now to get the 180 there, you just take 180 minus 40. So then we are going to get Q is equal to 180 minus 40, which will give you 140. That's now how we got those angles 50, 140, and 40. The second section there is find length AD. We have to find this length AD. To do that, we have now to bring in the aspect of sine, cosine, and tangent. You remember? SOHCAHTOA. Which is, if you are given an angle, you want to calculate the sine. If you are given opposite and hypotenuse, then you sine. If it's adjacent over hypotenuse, it's cosine. Opposite and adjacent, you use tan. But here you are given this angle. You know what is R. Here's your angle. The opposite here, that's what you're supposed to find. So you know you are given opposite is what you are going to find. But this one, hypotenuse, is not given. This adjacent is given. So basically, you know the angle. You have to find the opposite. What's known there is the angle as well as the adjacent. Which one are you going to use? Because hypotenuse is not given. So sine is out, cosine is out. So you can only use tan. Now that tan angle theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. In this case, what's our opposite? Our opposite is AD, which is now we have to find. So AD over, what's our adjacent? 6 centimeters divided by 6. Tan 40 is equal to AD over 6. You multiply both sides by 6. You have like tan 40 times 6 is equal to AD. tan 40, you punch in your calculator, it will give you 0.839 times 6, which will then give you 5 centimeters. Meaning is equal to AD. Meaning your AD is equal to 5 centimeters. Basically, this AD is 5 centimeters. This one is 6 centimeters. So our answer of finding the length of AD is 5 centimeters. The next thing there is find length AE. AE, where's our AE? Is this one. This one we know is 5 centimeters. This is 6 centimeters, but we want to find this one. Remember the Pythagoras theorem? Pythagoras theorem, this formula you have to know it offhand, where it says c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. C squared, that's the hypotenuse. A squared, this is the length. The length that's next to the right angle. Let's say like you have like that. To explain better, this is right angle triangle. This hypotenuse, this is your C. This is adjacent. This is the line adjacent to the angle. This can either be A or B. Let's say this is B, then this is A. So basically A and B, these are just the lines next to the right angle triangle, or next to the angle in the right angle triangle. The one which is opposite, that's hypotenuse, or which is C. Alright. So now C squared, this C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. In this angle, so this is our C squared. This can be either our A squared or our B squared. This can also be either our B squared or A squared. But for argument's sake, let's say this is of course the C squared. This is the B squared. This is the A squared. C squared, which is what we want to find, is equal to A squared. What's our A? Is 6. 6 squared plus 5 squared. We know that our this area here is 5. This 6. This is what we want to find. 6 squared will give you 36, plus 5 squared will give you 25. But this is now it's squared. What do? You square root both sides. So it's now you have 6 is equal to the square root of 36 plus 25, which is now 36 plus 25 will give you, that one you can quickly punch it in your calculator. You'll find that 36 plus 25 is 61. Then the square root of 61 is 7.8. That's now 7.8 centimeters. Meaning, therefore, our AE is equal to 7.8 centimeters. Basically, this one. This is now what we found as 7.8 centimeters. 7.8 centimeters, 5 centimeters, then 6 centimeters. Find the area ADE. The area ADE. ADE. This is a triangle. What's the formula for finding the area of a triangle? Half BH. It's half BH. Half times breadth times height. That's now half times what's our breadth is 6 times what's our height is 5 centimeters, which is basically half of 30. Half of 30 will give just 30 divided by 2, which will give you 15. The area of that is 15 square centimeters. Okay, here we just put a square there. So it's basically 15 square centimeters, not 15 centimeters. 15 square centimeters, that's the area. That's how to do trigonometry and geometry. Geometry, we're talking about now calculating the area. You are asked to calculate the area either of a circle or of a triangle, as we did in this example. Pythagoras theorem can be used to find the length of an unknown distance of a right angle triangle or right triangle. That's how to calculate that. Let's look at this one. It looks a bit complicated. Sometimes you are asked a question like that. How will you now go about it? Make use of the right angle triangle to find cosine theta, tan theta, and sec theta, given that theta is an acute angle and that sine theta is 3 over square root of 81. There is, yes, you are told to use the right angle triangle. This is the right angle triangle. This is this angle here, angle theta. Summarize the information given. It's an acute angle that sine theta is equal to 3 over square root of 81. How do you calculate sine? Sine theta is equal to, remember, SOHCAHTOA. You can also always write it. SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA. Sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite over hypotenuse. But then it's given that sine theta is 3 over square root of, meaning the opposite is 3, and the hypotenuse is the square root of 81. But what's square root of 81? Is 9. 3 over 9. Then you can still simplify that to be 1 over 3. What it means then is that sine theta, this one is the opposite. Which one's the opposite? Is this one. Meaning this one is 1. And hypotenuse is the 3, which is 3. Then use, in this case now, you know what this sine theta is. Sine theta is equal to 1 over 30, or 1 over 3. Then you should use the Pythagoras theorem to find or to get B. Because now you have, this is your A, this is your C, this is your B. We want to find, first you have to find B. Before you can find the cosine theta, tan theta, sec theta, you have to know what is B. Pythagoras theorem, remember, C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. Now we are finding B. What do? Take 8 the other side, then you have your B squared. So B squared is equal to C squared minus A squared. What's our C? Our C is 3. 3 squared minus what's A? Is 1 squared, which is 9 minus 1, which will give you 8. So our B is, but now we have to square both sides, because to get rid of the square there. So it's the square root of 8. That's B. So our B is equal to square root of 8. That's how we find that. Therefore, let's now find cosine or cosine theta. Cosine theta, what does it say? Cosine is called adjacent or hypotenuse. Adjacent over hypotenuse. What's our adjacent here? You know the angle is there. What's our adjacent? Is B. B is what? Square root of 8. Which is square root of 8 over, what's our hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is 3, which is the square root of 8 over 3. That's cosine theta. Adjacent, what's our adjacent? Is B. But what's our B? Square root of 8. Square root of 8. What's our hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is 3, which is there. So that's correct. Then next is tan. Tan theta. What's tan? Opposite or adjacent? Opposite or adjacent. What's our opposite? Is 1. And adjacent is B. B is square root of 8. That's how we got now there. 1 over square root of 8. This next one is to find sec theta. Sec theta is 1 over cos theta. 1 over, what's cosine theta? Cosine theta is the square root of 8 over 3. Which means 1 divided by square root of 8 over 3. Then you cross multiply. When you cross multiply, which now will be, is more like 1 divided by 8, square root of 8 over 3. This is more like it's over 1. So what do? You cross multiply. 1 times 3 over square root of 8, which will now just give you 3 over square root of 8. That's how we got the answer there. 3 over the square root of 8. That's how to get now the cosine theta, tan theta, sec theta. First, find B, or simplify what have been given to you, the 3 over square root of 81. Then from there, you find the B, or whatever length which is not known. After finding that, then make use of the soccer tower to find the rest. Vectors. Let's quickly look at vectors. Vectors always have coordinates. Given vectors A is equal to 3 and 2, B is equal to -2 and 2, C now is equal to 8 and -8. That's what we are given. It is given that XA plus YB is equal to C. It's given that XA plus YB is equal to C. But now, it means X times the vector of A, which is 3 and 2, plus Y multiplied by the vectors of B, which is -2 and 2, gives you the vector of C, which is X times, what's the vector of A? Is 3 and 2, plus Y multiplied by the vectors of B is -2 and 2. This one gives you C. C is 8 and -8. Multiply this by X to give you 3X and 2X plus -2Y. 2Y is equal to 8, then -8. But the questions are write down two simultaneous equations in terms of X and Y. So now, two equations in terms of X and Y. You can even just cut like that if you want to. You have 3X plus and minus gives you minus 2Y is equal to 8. That's now equation 1. Then equation 2, 2X plus 2Y is equal to -8. That's equation 2. That's basically what we have there. Two simultaneous equations. B says solve the equations to find the values of X and Y. Solving equation. Now here you can choose whether to use elimination method or substitution method. But looking at what we've been given, elimination method will be straightforward, because we have 3X minus 2Y is equal to 8. Then 2X plus 2Y is equal to -8. Question 1, this is question 2. It's very easy. Which one can we easily eliminate there? It's the Y, because here is minus 2Y plus 2Y. What do? You add the two equations, plus. 3X plus 2X gives you 5X. Minus 2Y plus 2Y, it will give you 0. It's equal to 8. 8 plus minus 8 gives you 0. Therefore, 5X is equal to 0. Divide both sides by 5. By 5, X is equal to 0. And 0 divided by any number is equal to 0. So our X is 0. That's how we got it there. You look on the screen. Your X there is equal to 0. Now you can solve for Y. You can take any equation there. Let's take even the first one. 3X, now we know what our X is 0, minus 2Y is equal to 8. Any number times 0 is 0. So we have -2Y is equal to 8. Divide both sides by -2. Then divide again by -2. So Y is equal to -4. What do you have on your screen there? Y is equal to -4, which you can even prove on your own time just to see whether it's true or not. You key in the value. You can even do that. We said X is 0. 3 times 0 is 0. Then -2 times -4, it will give you -2 times -4 will give you 8. So 8 is equal to 8. And here, 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times -4 is -8. -8 is equal to -8. So it's correct. That's how we do that. How to solve it. Vectors. We are given vectors. From vectors you derive two simultaneous equations. Then from there you solve the two simultaneous equations. Let's come now to measures of central tendency. Measures of central tendencies. We are talking about mean, mode, and median. The question reads, 20 random students were asked to mention one of their most favorite fruits. the result was apple, 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 mango, banana, mango, banana, apple, mango, mango, banana, 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 apple, 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 apple. Okay. Then the question is, present the result on a frequency distribution table. Frequency distribution table is the table you are seeing there. It's the table that consists of the item, tally, frequency. This is the number of times an item appears, then cumulative frequency, which is just the summation of frequency continuously. All right. So you have to draw a table like that. Item. What are we looking at? Which items? Is fruits. Then here is tally, frequency. Then you put the fruits there. How many fruits are there? Basically just three. Three types of fruits. Apple, banana, mango. Then you count. How many times does apple appear? We count now. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then you write to 11 the frequency. But now, tally. How do you do the tally? You put 4 strokes, then you cut that. That makes 5. So that's 5 plus 5 plus 1. That gives you 11. Then you do the tally. Cumulative frequency, you just look at the frequency. That's 11. That's also, you write 11 there. Then you count bananas. How many times does banana appear there? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where again? 6. Yes. Banana appears 6 times. Then the frequency there, you write 6. Then you put now the 6 in the tally form. Then you take 11 plus 6 gives you 17. That's cumulative. Cumulative frequency, you are adding up the frequencies as you are advancing. Then look at mango. How many times does mango appear there? 1, 2. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's 3. Now banana, let's see, are these really 20? But mango here is appearing 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then this one is appearing, you made a mistake somewhere. Banana is appearing how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So banana actually is supposed to be 5. So then our cumulative table will look like this. Let's quickly just do that one. Fruits, then we have apple, have banana, then we have mango. Here's tally. Let's do our cumulative frequencies there. Here's our frequency. Apple is appearing 11 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. You cut 1, 2, 3, 4. You cut then 1 there. It's 11. You write 11 there. You write 11. Banana is appearing 5 times. So basically just like that. Then you write 5. Then 11 plus 5 gives you 16. Then mango is appearing 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. You write your 4 there. Then here you put 4. This is 16. 16 plus 4 is 20. So it gives us 20. So it's correct. Then the question, that's how to answer. We have answered A like that. We come to B. B is find mean, mode, and median. What's mean? It's basically the average. Mean is the average, which is just the sum of F. Sum of F divided by N. N is the number of items you are looking at. Sum of F is how many students were asked? 20 students, which is 20, or otherwise you just calculate this one. You look at the cumulative frequency, that's 20. Divided by N, how many fruits? There are 3. 20 divided by 3, it will give you 6.67. You can punch that in a calculator. That's our mean. That's how we got the 6.67. Now, mode. Mode is the item or the number that's appearing most frequent, or more times compared to others. In this case, you can just look at your frequency table. Apple's appearing 11 times. Banana is 5 times. Mango 4 times. Which one's appearing the most? Is apple. So it's apple. That's our mode. Then we look at median. Median is the number or the item that's in the middle after arranging the items or the numbers in ascending order or descending order. In this case now you can even arrange like apple, 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 banana, 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 then mango, mango, mango. You can see the one which will be in the middle. You find that the middle is apple. You have like apple, 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 you realize that the one in the middle, now you have 20. The 10th one, it will most definitely be apple, because after all, the first 11, they are all apples. And now 20 divided by 2, for instance, because here you are looking at the one in the middle, definitely will be the 10th one. The 10th one will be apple. So median is apple. That's how to find the median. It's basically the number or the item in the middle after arranging or rearranging the items, whatever you are given in ascending or descending order. Let's look at probabilities. Probabilities, basically looking at the possibility of an item occurring or an occasion occurring. A basket contains 3 orange fruits and 2 lemon fruits. Ian selects 3 fruits with replacement. With replacement, meaning these 3 fruits were chosen as he takes one, he looks, is it an orange or is it a lemon? He puts it back, then takes another one, he looks at it and puts it back, and takes the third one again and look and put it back. That's now by replacement or with replacement. The question is, draw a tree diagram. How do you do that? This is now probability. You have 2 types of fruits. You have orange. For orange now we say it's O, then lemon. Lemon, let's say it's L. How many fruits are there in total? There are 3 oranges and 2 lemons. 3 plus 2 is 5. So in total is 5. But out of these 5, 3 of them are orange, 2 of them are lemon. You draw the tree diagram like that. This now, let's say this is the first selection. When Ian puts his hand in this basket, he takes out a fruit. So 3 out of 5 chance that will be an orange, and 2 out of 5 that will be a lemon. That's the first selection. Let's look at the second selection. The second selection again is still the same. 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5 of that chance will be an orange, 2 out of 5 chance it will be a lemon. The same applies here again. 3 out of 5 chance will be an orange, 2 out of 5 chance it will be a lemon. The third time he will do that, also 3 out of 5 chance will be an orange, 2 out of 5 chance it will be a lemon. The same here, 3 out of 5, 2 out of 5. Here as well, 3 out of 5, an orange, 2 out of 5, a lemon. Then here the same also, 3 out of 5, then 2 out of 5. That's like that, you are done, just like how it looks there. This is the first selection, second selection, third selection, because you selected 3 fruits, the first, the second, and the third. To make it easier, you can now, even on a separate paper, you write the outcomes. The possible outcomes here you have 0, 0, 0, which is the same as orange, orange, orange. What are the chances of him selecting all these 3 times just oranges? It's 3 out of 5 times 3 out of 5 times 3 out of 5. That's the chance of him just selecting that. Then the second one will be orange, orange, lemon. What's the possibility of that? 3 out of 5, 3 out of 5, then 2 out of 5. Come to the next one. Okay, I skipped that one, but still fine. Orange, orange, then lemon, orange, orange, lemon, orange, orange, lemon, orange. It's 3 out of 5 times 2 out of 5 times 3 out of 5. Then we come to this one now. This one again. Orange, lemon, lemon is 3 out of 5, 2 out of 5, 2 out of 5. That section now we are done. We come to the next one here. Lemon, orange, orange, lemon, orange, orange, 3 out of 5, 2 out of 5. No, lemon is 2 out of 5. So 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5, and 3 out of 5. Otherwise can be lemon, orange, lemon. Lemon, orange, lemon, which is 2 out of 5 times 3 out of 5 times 2 out of 5. Then otherwise the other one can be lemon, lemon, orange. 2 out of 5, 2 out of 5, or 3 out of 5. The other possibility is now lemon, 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 which is 2 out of 5 times 2 out of 5 times 2 out of 5. If you want, we can now put the final answers there. You can put the final answers there, which is 3 to the power 3 or 5, or and so forth. These are the outcomes. You can put now the final answers here. For instance, for the first one, it's going to be 3 times 3 times 3, which will give you 3 to the power 3 is 27. You can quickly check that in calculator. 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. 27 out of 5 squared. No, 5 to the power 3. 5 times 3 times 5 times 5. 125. Alright, then you can write the outcomes for each. That's just for you now to be able to answer the next questions far much easier. But the tree diagram is this how it looks like, and that's how it looks there. Alright. Find the probability of selecting at least one orange fruit. At least one orange fruit. Now you come to your out. That's why if you have this one separately, it becomes easier for you to answer that. At least one orange fruit. At least there's an O, meaning it can be this one, because there are 0, O, that possibility, or this one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. So now, to answer that one the easier way, basically what you have been asked there is just the possibility of, because all these other outcomes, they say an orange on it. Which one doesn't have an orange? Only this one. So basically what I've been asked, just the possibility of 1 minus the possibility of you having everything just lemon, which is 1 minus possibility of having everything lemon is the last one, which is now minus 2 over 5 times 2 over 5 times 2 over 5, which will give you 1 minus 2 times 2 times 2. That's 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. 8 over 5 times 5 times 5 gives you 125. 8 divided by 125 will give you 8 divided by 125 gives you 0.064. 1 minus 0.064, which will give us 0.936. That's how we got it there, as you can see there. 0.936. Then B, or which is now C rather, that's your B. C is find the probability of selecting no orange fruit. No orange fruit at all. We look at your outcomes. Here there's an orange, there's orange, there's orange. Basically it's only this one. That's now the possibility, probability of L, which is already did there, which is that one. 0.064. Then you are done. Whichever way the question is asked, you just look at your outcomes. Then you derive the rest. Alright, having said that, how do you now prepare for your exam? Because what I've given you is just the scope of what the exam as well as the assignments looks at. The way to do that is read all your materials, call me where you don't understand, send an email, and when you are doing your exam or assignment, don't leave any question blank. Attempt each and every question. Please enjoy this module and good luck with the assessment through assignment and examinations. That is part and parcel of your studies. Perseverance is the hard work you do after you get tired of doing the hard work you already did. So you have to practice and practice and practice. All the best for your upcoming exam.